Yes. Shreya, would you like to tell me the meaning of intersecting lines, beta?
When two lines meet at a point.
Yes. When two lines, just see, when any two lines meet at a point, we call them intersecting lines, right?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
these, when two lines intersect, what is the shape of the intersecting line? Which alphabet represent intersecting lines?
X.
X. And which kind of angles are formed when two lines are intersecting?
Vertically opposite angles.
Very good. Vertically opposite angles are formed. And we have also done that when two lines intersect, these vertically opposite angles are what? Equal. 1 is equal to 3 and 2 is equal to 4. So when intersecting lines are there, the angles formed are called VOA. That is vertically opposite angles. In today's class, beta, we are going to discuss the parallel lines and the transversal. And then the combination of different angles formed when two parallel lines are intersecting by a transversal line. Now, who is going to tell me the meaning of parallel lines? You may raise your hands up, please. Parallel lines. What do you mean by parallel lines, children? Yes, Kanushi.
Ma'am, the two lines having same perpendicular distance between any 2 points.
Very good. If we have two lines such that the perpendicular distance between any 2 points, the 2 points, the perpendicular distance between them. The other 2 points, this is perpendicular to distance between them. This is another 2 points. Again, we are finding perpendicular distance. So if all these perpendicular distances are going to be same, equal, we call the lines to be parallel. See? Okay. Now, what is transversal? If anyone knows, you must have done in class 8 also. If anyone knows what is the meaning of a transversal line. No one? Okay.
Ma'am, a line cutting, ma'am, a line crossing two lines.
A line crossing two lines at how many points?
Ma'am, two.
Suppose this is a parallel.
Ma'am, two distinct points.
Ma'am, 2 or more lines.
Okay, suppose this is a pair of parallel lines. I'm giving them name small l and small m. The lines are always given names using small alphabets. Okay, so I've taken L and M. Are these the symbols of parallel lines?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
this is the symbol for parallel lines. Now, beta, it is going to be cut by a line. Suppose we are drawing this line. This line is intersecting, or you can say is meeting, or you can say is cutting the given parallel lines at two different points. At two different points. One point is this, the another point is this. So this is cutting the given parallel lines at two different points. And thus, this line is called a transversal line. What is this line called? Transversal. So we define transversal line. Let us define, put it as T. We define a transversal line as a line which intersect the given pair of lines at different points, at distinct points. Achha, tell me one thing. If I draw a line like this, will this also be a transversal?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
If I draw a line straight, will this also be a transversal?
Yes, ma'am.
So a transversal line could be a straight line, could be slanting this way or that way. Because all these three lines are intersecting the given lines L and M at two different points. Okay, beta?
Yes,
Are you with me here? Yes?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
this transversal line, let us write down its definition before we move on next to the given topic, that is the angles made by parallel lines and transversal. First of all, let us write down the definition of transversal. Please note it down. Transversal is a line that intersects two or more. Yes, it could be two or more parallel lines, but we are going to discuss two only. Two or more parallel lines at distinct. What is the meaning of distinct, children? Same or different?
Ma'am, different.
Different.
Ma'am, different.
Okay? Suppose, children, we have two parallel lines given by L and M and a transversal line T. Let us discuss how many angles are being made. How many? How many angles are formed when two lines intersect?
Ma'am, 4.
4. So if I hide the lower part, does it look like a pair of intersecting lines?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many angles are formed there?
Ma'am, 4.
4.
If I hide the upper part, how many
Ma'am,
angles are
4.
Ma'am,
4?
again 4.
4. Now total, how many angles are going to be
8.
Ma'am,
formed?
8.
8. So let us name those 8 angles as 1, 2, 3. I've given them name in order, anti-clockwise. You may give them clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then here 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you remember, children, we learned how to make faces of these angles?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
remember? So let us draw faces of these angles. Now, where will be the face of one? Will it be this side?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, which other angle will have a similar face, same face?
Ma'am, 5.
Out 5.
Angle 5.
Yes, it will be facing in that direction. If I mark 2, which other angle will be?
Ma'am,
6.
Angle 6.
Yes. 3 will
Ma'am,
be
so these are corresponding.
Ma'am, 3 will be 7. Ma'am, 7.
very
Four
good.
will be 8.
Ma'am,
4
4
will
Ma'am,
will
be
4
be 8.
and 8.
So the angles facing in the same direction. The angles facing in the same direction, जिनकी direction same है, are called
corresponding angle.
Corresponding.
So this is the
Yeah.
first kind of angle form. This is the first kind of angle forms. The intersecting lines only make corresponding vertically opposite angles. But parallel lines and transversal form 3 different kinds of angles, which we are going to discuss one by one. The first one is corresponding. Now, if you look at for the English meaning of corresponding in your dictionary, Google Baba, you all have devices. Fast. Let us see what you get. What do you get the meaning of corresponding from? Do not type corresponding angle, just type corresponding. What is the English meaning of the term corresponding?
I'm
Yes.
related.
Ma'am,
Related.
equivalent.
Related in what way?
Ma'am, equivalent.
Equivalent. How? What
Ma'am,
other
equal.
terms of it?
Same relation.
Same
Ma'am,
relation.
equal.
Related or something to do with.
Equal. I'm finding the term similar. So corresponding angles are those angles which face in the same direction. Corresponding angles are those angles which face in the same direction. And you have yourself figured out the faces that 1 is equal to 5, 2 is equal to 6,
6.
3 is equal to 7, 4 is equal to 8. But when you stand in assembly line, all of you facing the stage, in mathematical language, we say it is corresponding. We all are standing corresponding. Now, at the time of dispersal, you know, you all have to disperse. You have to all have to leave in a queue, single queue. So whenever you are forming a queue, you all are facing in a particular direction, in a same direction. So mathematical language says that in the queue, all of you are standing corresponding to each other. all of you are standing corresponding to each other. If two things are like this, 1, 2, side by side, mathematical language says it is adjacent. We call them adjacent angles, right? They have something in common. Sorry, they have something in common. But when you are standing like this, one after the other, facing in the same direction, iska face udhar hai, iska bhi face udhar hai, or like this, facing in the same direction, then it is called corresponding. What is this called?
Corresponding.
Corresponding.
When two lines are equal, when two lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. If angle 2 is 80 degree, angle 6 will also measure
80 degree.
80. Got it? So how many pairs of corresponding angles are here?
Ma'am, 2 pairs.
Two. Check it out.
Ma'am, 4.
Ma'am, 4 pairs.
1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and
3
7,
and 7, 4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay? I'll make you write everything later. I'm just making you understand in the first place. So corresponding angles are clear. Angles facing in the same direction. Acha, interesting thing. Can you figure out the shape being made? This angle, they are equal. Let us say which shape, which alphabet of English is being made here?
Ma'am, L.
Reversed F. Yeah? So if you make reversed F, these two angles are called corresponding angles. Right? Likewise, let us say these two. Now these two are equal. 4 and 8. F.
MF.
है ना? So straight F, reversed F, 2 and 6.
Reverse and ma'am 3 and 7.
Mirror image of F. Yes. So these are all corresponding angles. So if you look at the alphabet F of English, it should remind you of which angle?
Ma'am, corresponding angles.
Corresponding angles. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
corresponding angles facing in the shape, in the same direction, it is of the shape F in English alphabet. I'm redrawing it. तो बहुत messy हो गया था तो हमने दोबारा बना लिया T L M. Okay. Now coming on to the next category of angles formed, which is known as alternate interior angles. Now there are two terms, children. One is alternate, the other one is interior. First of all, let us focus on the term interior. We all know what is the English meaning of interior.
Ma'am, inner.
Inside.
Inside.
Out of these 8 angles, which angles are inside? Like you all are sitting inside the
Ma'am,
room.
3, 4, 6, 5.
The moment you step out of the room and go to the balcony, balcony is exterior to the room. So,
Yes.
कौन balcony feeling दे रहा है आपको? Which all angles?
5, 6.
3, 4, 5, 6 are what?
Ma'am, interior angle.
Interior.
1 and 2 is the balcony feeling. It doesn't have a top. It's not interior. Let us remove it. 7, 8. They do not have a base.
So, bottom.
So they are interior or exterior? 7, 8.
Ma'am, exterior. Exterior.
So 3, 4, 5, 6. These 4 angles are interior angles and they are enclosed. They are bounded by parallel lines. So interior word is clear to you, bache?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming on to the next is alternate. What is the English meaning of term alternate? You must
Ma'am,
have
expressing a choice.
Ma'am, repeatedly.
Ma'am, expressing a choice.
यानी वो alternative हो गया. Alternate और कुछ?
Ma'am, repeatedly. Ma'am, turn repeatedly.
Anything else?
Regularly one after
It
the
is
other.
that on one line there is two angle alternate.
I'm not asking about angle. I'm just asking about the term alternate, Abhi. I'm not asking about the angle. Do you go for tuition? Some of you must be going for tuition. Even in fact, most of you must be going for tuitions. Do you say we have tuitions on alternate days?
Yes,
If we are
ma'am.
going on Monday, if we are going on Monday, next we are going to go on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Ma'am.
MWF. That is
Ma'am,
a
but-
shortcut to use.
Ma'am, but nowadays,
TTS.
ma'am, but
If you're
nowadays,
going
ma'am,
every
they
day,
cancel out Wednesday.
if you
Ma'am,
are going
may I tell
every
the
day,
meaning?
if you are going every day, it's regular. But if you're going on one day and taking break next day, then another day, this is called alternate. Alternate days. Alternate days means one day you will do something, next day you will take a break. Tuesday, if you are doing an activity, Wednesday you will take a break, and Thursday you will do that again. So that is called alternate days. Alternate weeks means 1 week you are doing something, next week you are taking break. So alternate is take one, leave one. Take one, leave one. So we need to know the alternate interior angles. Okay. Suppose we start from 3. Now either you go clockwise or you go anti-clockwise. Just see where will you reach. Starting from 3, 4. Will you skip 4? Because take
Yes,
one,
ma'am.
leave. So if you skip 4, where will you reach?
Ma'am, 5.
5.
And if you go anti-clockwise,
Ma'am, then also 5.
then also 5. So these angle 3 and 5, these are known as alternate interior angles. What do we call them? Alternate
Alternate
interior
interior angle.
angle.
right? Likewise, the other pair would be
4 and 6.
4 and 6. Because if you start from 4, you will leave 5, reach 6. If you come anti-clockwise, you will leave 3, you will reach 6. So how many alternate interior angles are there? How many
Ma'am,
pairs?
2.
2.
2.
5, 4, 6. Can you tell me the shape being formed here?
Ma'am, Z.
Alternate interior angles are of which shape?
Z.
Z.
It could be reverse Z.
Yes,
Or
ma'am.
Z.
Ma'am, if we go anti-clockwise.
It could be N also. If we rotate the figure, it could be
Yes, ma'am.
N also. So either Z or N. Either
Ma'am?
Z, G beta.
Ma'am, alternate angle can be exterior also.
Yes. But we are discussing here alternate interior angles. Those will be called alternate exterior angles. Okay. All right, children. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, corresponding angles. What is the shape of corresponding angles?
Ma'am, F.
Ma'am, reverse F and
First step.
You just call it F, and then you reverse it, rotate it, whatever. Alternate interior angles, either Z or N.
N.
Now, moving on next is, I'm redrawing. This is the third and last kind of angle form, known as co-interior angles. Co-interior angles. What is the meaning of co? Prefix. Its prefix I explained earlier also. What is the meaning of co? We did coincident. 2 children having same pizza in the tiffin.
Ma'am,
What is
joined. Yes, ma'am.
co means?
Ma'am, same.
Same. So interior angles on the same side. Co-interior means interior angles on the same side. On the same side of what? On the same side of transversal.
Transversal.
So let us remove 1, 2, 7, 8 because these are exterior angles. Now, which two angles are on the same side of the transversal? Which two interior
Ma'am,
angles are
4,
the same?
5.
4 and 5 and
4,
3 and 6.
Very good. 4, 5, 3 and
3 and 6.
6. These are four interior angles. That is angles on the same side of transversal. Which shape is being formed? Which shape?
Ma'am,
कौन सी shape बन रही है?
ma'am,
C? Is it making
U.
the C? You नहीं, U कह लो, C कह लो, whatever. Yes? So co-interior angles are C-shaped angles. Now children, when two lines are parallel, corresponding angles are always equal. When two lines are parallel, alternate angles are also equal. But when two lines are parallel, we do not say that co-interior angles are equal, but we say they are supplementary. Supplementary means angle 3 plus angle 6 should be equal to, what is the sum of two supplementary
180.
angles?
180
ma'am,
degree.
180.
180 degrees.
Also 4 plus 5 is,
180
180
degree.
degree.
and vice versa. Vice versa means the reverse is converse is always true. That is, if you have two lines in which corresponding angles are equal, then the lines will be parallel. If two lines where alternate angles are equal, then also lines will be parallel. And if co-interior angles are equal, then also lines will be parallel.
So, ma'am, in co-interior angle, ma'am, the interior angle should be supplementary and equal also.
No, co-interior angles will be supplementary and alternate angles will be equal. 3 and 5 will be equal, but 3 and 6 will be supplementary. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, Nimish.
Ma'am, will you be sending this pic in the group also?
Yes. Okay, Nimish.